Right, I'm just gonna do a quick. When I say a quick demonstration, quick prep of some chicken. Now this one is for a kids party, so I'm going to use a little bit of jerk seasoning, not too much. Children are children, so you don't want to keep it, don't want to make it too spicy for them, do you? Right. However, chicken carries salmonella. Yeah. Now, a tip for you: if you're going to prepare chicken, clear your area. Right. Let me show you now. Look, if I just clear this area here now, it's a simple thing. Very simple thing. Just clear it. Make sure that you've got some bleach. You don't need a lot of bleach, right? So now I've got an area where I can prepare the chicken. And what's it going to contaminate, right? I can wipe it down. You can see in there, I'm going to wipe it down. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and bring the camera closer so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Right, let's take you on a journey. Right, so if I can do this, put the camera up a little bit like that, so you can see in the sink. Right, so I'm going to clean the sink. Right, make sure the sink is clean. Right, then I've got some chicken wings and I've got some thighs and legs. Right, now the thighs and the legs, what I'm going to do, and make sure that I have a cloth that I can wipe my hands so that I can touch the computer and stuff like that. Right, so I've got my seasoning, salt and pepper. Now the chicken has already been prepared for me, so all I'm going to do, it's been prepared. I don't even have to chop it. I'm going to put that chicken into the sink. Now remember, anything that touches this chicken now is contaminated. Is that correct? So any tool that I use, I need to isolate it so I can wash it after. So that's my chicken. Right, here we go. Wipe my hands. Salt. Now I normally measure my salt, so if I continue to keep up a practice, so that way I can't be saying one thing and doing something else. When you are preparing chicken, my friends, the best thing to do is to season it overnight. You're going to get the best results if you season it overnight. When you are using something like barbecue sauce, cooking sauce, whatever Uncle Ben's, whatever the case may be, a lot of people just pour it over the meat. I don't. I season my meat first with salt and pepper. Let it soak through. Then I can add this. And that way it brings out the flavour of this. But if you add this alone, you're going to find that it's not going to be as great as you would like it to be. So I don't need a lot of this jerk sauce here. Very little. Because as I said before, it's not supposed to be jerk chicken. It's just I'm just going to season it up. And I've got some turmeric and ginger here. Right. That's it. Just make sure this bottle's finished now. So I'm quite happy. Right. There. I used to work in a primary school, so I know more or less how to keep the food tasty, but mild for the children. Right. So then I'm going to just massage it in the sink. Right. All the flavour. And some chicken got away. One, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be 10 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the left. So, once the chicken is all seasoned up, just add it straight back to the bag. Nothing more to do. Nothing more to do. Then just the following day, decide whether you're going to fry it or roast it. And that is one lot of chicken. Now, with the chicken wings, what I will do, I will quickly show you. Right. Now it's got wings and wingtips. All this chicken here. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to separate the wings from the wingtips. Because I noticed that one time I cooked for some youngsters and I deep fried the chicken wings and they were throwing away the wingtips. And I thought, you know what? I could use that for stock or something else. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the wingtips. So I don't need to put any. I should have. Yes, you're right. I should have measured it with a tablespoon. Anyway, here's my knife. I'm just gonna do that and just remove the wingtips and put it in there. Now, the reason should do that as well, yeah. So it's a bit easier to fry. So wingtips off, cut it down the middle like that, and then you're sailing. Now, why did I put salt on there? These chicken wings I'm actually going to deep fry. Now, you've been to places like Morley's and all those places. Anyway, Chicken Shop. And I find that the chicken is very, very salty on the outside. But when you bite into the chicken, it hasn't got much flavour. You don't need to have so much salt in the seasoning of your chicken. The best way to cook meat, most meat, is to season it overnight, marinate it overnight. You will find that then when you add a sauce to it, or if you add a seasoning or a coating to it, you won't need to season it that much. And there's nothing worse than having a great chicken, crispy on the outside, but salty, right? No, right? I like my chicken crispy, but I can taste all the flavours. I don't need to be drinking water every minute. I mean, it might be something to do with if you're working in a wine bar, that you'll sell more drinks the more salty the chicken is. I can understand that. But maybe for shop keepers or sort of chicken shop owners, the youngsters, when they buy their 99 4 chicken wings, if it's really salty, they'll buy a drink with it. There might be some, but still, if I season the chicken beforehand and there's just salt in there, then I can do whatever I like with the coating. I can put turmeric or what's this one, paprika, anything in the coating, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something like either breadcrumbs or egg flour, yeah, and I can season the flour. And as you can see, I'm no expert. Obviously, I'm no expert. I'm not a butcher, but you can see the speed in which I've done that. And I'm not going to fry the chicken in this particular video. I'm just showing you how quick it is to prepare something, and once you prepare it, it is so much load off your mind, because all you got to do then is, when you decide to fry it, when you decide to cook it, it's already seasoned. All you got to do is make your batter. If you're making if it's batter chicken or if it's breaded chicken, whatever it is. Yeah. So as you see there, I've got 2 kilos of chicken. You can see how quick, and I'm not no butcher. You can see how quick that I've done this, and then I'm going to stick it in the fridge. And maybe, well, I don't know if I've done a fried chicken video, but at least you now know how to prepare chicken before you deep fry it or even roast it. That can be roasted if I want to roast it. Season it the day before, portion it the day before, and then the day you're going to use it, or the time in which you require to use it, all the preparation work, or most of it, is done. And there you go. So this is the last little chicken here. And that's the end of my prep chicken video. To find a cloth to wipe my hands. Yep. And one more thing before I go. Right, the last thing to do. It's important. Is to make sure the area that you use is properly clean. Properly clean. This is what I do. You don't need to get no antibacterial anything, right? You just add a little bit of bleach, right, to lots of water, so that the next person that uses his kitchen, they're not going to have bleach in their food product, or even if they're going to stack plates, they're going to have bleach in their clean plate. No, right? Lots of water to a little bit of bleach. It will take away all the germs. Wipe it down and then wash it down. Yeah? Easy, easy, easy. Right? So you don't have to go out. Well, I don't. Right? And this is before the lockdown even. Right? I never bought no special sanitizer washing up liquid. No. I just use a little tea. Or what I sometimes do is I mix the bleach in a container or in a squeezy bottle with the washing up liquid. Very little bit. Maybe a tablespoon of washing up liquid and a tablespoon of bleach to a litre of water. Very little. Just to get, so that you can break down the oil. Because that's what the washing up liquid does, isn't it? It breaks down the oil. And the bleach is going to get rid of the bacteria. Yeah? And that is it. You see that? Right? Now, so this is how I prepare chicken. And also fish, but very, very much so chicken. Fish because of the smell that it leaves behind and the scales all over the place. So I like to really clean my area down. But chicken, because of salmonella. And I'm not going to give nobody no food poisoning. So, you know, whether home or whether at work, hygiene is hygiene. Take care now. Cheers.